Good afternoon, everybody. Here's the weekly weather briefing for Thursday, May 7th. So the quick overview here, we do expect a marginal to slight risk of severe thunderstorms tomorrow across the area. Wind advisory may also be needed for areas south of Lake Pontchartrain tomorrow night, and drought conditions are expected to persist for the next week. Here's the 7-day threat outlook, and you can see it's pretty quiet other than tomorrow with our risk of severe thunderstorms. And here's the severe weather outlook graphic. You can see that the slight risk of severe thunderstorms extends along the I-12 corridor and continues up into southwest Mississippi. A marginal risk covers the rest of the area. Large hail, damaging wind gusts are going to be the main concern, but an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out. The highest threat, like I said, will be along the north of I-10-12 corridor, and the timing looks like it's going to come through the area tomorrow afternoon into the early evening hours. The highest threat will be in the early afternoon across southwest Mississippi and areas north of Baton Rouge. Across Baton Rouge, Hammond, and the North Shore in the late afternoon hours, and in the early evening hours across the South Shore, river parishes, Houma Thibodeau area, and the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Here's the excessive rainfall outlook for the area, and you can see that there's a marginal risk of excessive rainfall that could produce some flooding in low-lying and poor drainage areas across the Baton Rouge area and Mississippi and southwest Mississippi. The main threat, it looks like it's going to be tomorrow afternoon. Here's the storm total rainfall forecast for tomorrow, and you can see it's not really an excessive amount of rainfall. Like I said, just maybe some flooding in those low-lying and poor drainage areas. We'll see rainfall totals generally from a half an inch to an inch across the northern half of the area, say from north of Hammond up through Macomb, and a half an inch or less across the Mississippi coast and coastal Louisiana. And here's the drought monitor, and you can see that we still have a short-term drought condition going on across coastal Mississippi and much of southeast Louisiana. The drought conditions are in the moderate to severe range. The main impact is, of course, going to be towards agriculture. So anybody that's gardening or you have grass growing and stuff, you'll notice that the plants are struggling. Things are starting to kind of wilt. Conditions are getting dusty. Unfortunately, this drought condition looks like it's going to persist and actually probably get worse over the coming week, as we do not expect any substantial rain after tomorrow. And again, a summary of the impacts. Marginal slight risk of severe thunderstorms is in place for tomorrow. Wind advisory may be needed for areas south of Lake Pontchartrain tomorrow night, and drought conditions will persist. That's it for the briefing. Everybody have a good week and stay safe out there.